Welcome back, Syndicate members. It is I, Joshua Mammoth, back once again to review another independent comic book. Rachel's joining me here again.
Yeah.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing really well.
Are you scared? It's Friday the 13th.
Spooky. No, I love Friday the 13th.
So in order to prepare for tonight's selection, we went ahead and watched the first three Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Now, I've seen them multiple times, but you've never seen them.
No, I've never seen them. Of course, I knew the concept of it, but never actually seen them, and I actually was pleasantly surprised.
Now, were you surprised by the first movie?
Oh, definitely. I actually didn't know, spoiler alert, that it was the mom.
And so, what was your favorite out of the three?
Definitely the second one.
Burlap sack.
That part was a little weird. I definitely think the upgrade for the mask was awesome, but I just thought that one was definitely gave you a little fright.
Yeah, I really like that one too. Well, I like all of them in a way. Even the really bad ones are still pretty good.
Well, they're kind of funny.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah.
I do have to say the first one I do love. Well, I guess you could really put that into the second one because that end scene with the mom going crazy, that was kind of funny.
And actually, so you could just watch the second one.
Yes.
Because this is the best 15 minutes of the first movie is in the second one, and then you go right into part two.
Makes it awesome.
So tonight's selection, if you haven't guessed from our backdrop here, is a pickup. We got these biscuits from the Ancient City Con.
Yes.
And that's right, biscuits, because we got 3 of them tonight. It's a trilogy set.
Yes, and what an awesome trilogy set it was.
So this was, if you remember the Ancient City video, if not, after this one, make sure you go down there. I'll leave it in the description.
Yeah.
This was from the Enzo Garza table, Gutt
Yes.
Ghost. Which you will, all Mammoth Syndicate members should know that I'm a big Gutt Ghost fan, and I really do like Enzo a lot. He's such a great guy.
Oh, and always great to talk to.
Yeah, and he's helped me out over the years. Letting me have booths at his when he worked at various places around here, and he let me do that and sell my swag, and he was always, such a great guy to deal with. So when we saw him at Ancient City, we were like, all right, we're going to put this one on the list together.
Oh, for sure. That was definitely the reason we went up there. It's so glad that we did.
And we got an extra special surprise because his son Abbott had a mini booth there.
Oh, and Abbott was so good. He did such a good job with the whole spiel and selling his comics and explaining everything, and it really made you want to buy him, and we sure did.
And you know what? That was done on the fly too. So
oh, definitely.
Enzo was definitely not expecting me to show up there with a camera and microphone.
No, and they did amazing.
Yeah, so I think that was really, really well done.
Oh, for sure.
That's kind of why I call all conventions comic conventions, though. That's essentially all I'm going there for, even though we look at everything.
And always have to buy a few extra little things, but the majority is for comics.
Well, Ancient City, had we known some of the extra stuff that the creators they were going to have there,
yes,
we probably would have made sure we brought some extra loot to pick up some stuff.
Next year we already decided we're going to do the 2-day because that was just such a big con. There was so much stuff. They even had the gaming room that we really didn't even get a chance to go into much.
And actually, so many years ago, not many, but a few years back, when we had the Ancient City booth, we had a Dimensional Devastation area in the gaming area that Damon was running.
And that was a lot of fun when we were doing that.
Yeah, that was so much fun, and you really meet a lot of cool people through gaming too.
Oh, definitely, because it's just a chance for you to get to talk to them. You're sitting there, just playing a game and get to do a strategy of different people and really see a different side of them.
So at Enzo's booth, we picked up, of course, the Gutt Ghost edition that he was selling there. Which I gotta say, I was like, this is cool because I felt like it was almost like it was specially made or something.
Oh,
right?
Definitely. It was almost like for this special con, like you can't get something like that, even though you probably can. But it was always awesome to just kind of feel that extra kind of special touch.
And so the comics that we picked up that we're reviewing tonight are going to be the Trilogy by Abbot and Enzo. And they basically have this tradition that every Friday the 13th, they do another comic book. So today they're going to be doing another comic.
Yes.
So I'm definitely excited to see that one. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the first one, which is Throwing Rocks at Camp Blood.
Yes, what a great title.
What do you know about Camp Blood?
Oh man, Camp Blood. So that's got to be Crystal Lake, right?
That's Crystal Lake's, I guess, known name in the town. Like, that's what the people around there call it.
The legend is
Camp Blood. Yeah. And actually, this is a really cool cover. So we'll put an overlay here. I just really like the Abbot and Enzo grouping on this one.
Oh, definitely. It was a great mashup, and you can really tell they, Abbott takes his talent from his dad. You can really tell the same kind of detail that his dad has, and that's just so cool to see.
And also, look at this Jason.
Oh, I love him.
That's pretty good,
right? He looks great.
That's
that
pretty
one
good.
eye, gotta love that.
And with Gutt Ghost doing his traditional, showing guts.
He loves to show those guts.
I think I'm gonna do that as a Halloween costume one year.
What, Gutt Ghost?
Mm-hmm.
I could be Kid Jason. Kind of.
I'm thinking that wouldn't be that hard. I already have a load of fake guts. Anyway, so this one starts off with Kid Jason, and he's walking around camp, and just kind of exploring what kids do while they're at summer camp.
And he comes across something very special.
He finds a Gutt Ghost doll just in the woods in there. And he's excited by it. I know I would be.
Oh, definitely. Well, any kid that gets a new toy, they're of course going to want to show it off. That's what he does.
That's what he does. And unfortunately, it doesn't go well for him, does it?
No. Man, kids are not the nicest sometimes. And they're making fun of them, and they're laughing at them. And I don't really understand, because that Gutt Ghost doll looks pretty cool.
And Abbott does a great job here of really conveying Kid Jason's emotions.
Oh, I know. He's got him crying, and you can tell, he's really upset.
That one big eye is crying pretty hard.
That's a lot of tears.
Mm-hmm. And so, basically, he gets upset because the kids are making fun of him, and he's in his room crying, and that's when the Gutt Ghost doll springs to life.
Yes, what an awesome concept that is. You have a doll and it can come to life. That's just helpful.
And he's bigger than Kid Jason too. So it goes from this little doll to boom.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
And actually, this is a great centerfold here. So this is right in the middle of the book when Gutt Ghost reveals himself to Kid Jason. Yes. And we'll do an overlay here, but really check this out.
You get to see all these details, and again, I love Kid Jason. Look at that head.
Yeah. He's got the deformation going on really well.
He does.
Where the head curves over and then dips in. Yeah, he really nailed that.
For sure.
And then, of course, the classic Gutt Ghost.
Those guts.
Mm-hmm. So, Gutt Ghost suggests that maybe they should get back at these kids.
I know, rightfully so. Why are you going to laugh and make fun of them? That's messed up.
Mm-hmm. And so, Jason could come up with some rather interesting ideas to get back at kids. One of them is lighting sticks on fire and throwing them. Unfortunately, though, they couldn't make any fire.
More like fortunately, I think.
Well, fortunately for the kids, but...
It'd be like a forest fire, right? Smokey the Bear is not approved.
And then after that, they decide to throw a bucket of blood.
Which, again, I don't approve. That's just messy.
That's only good at proms.
See, no one wanted to see that. Poor Carrie.
Well, they couldn't find any blood.
Another fortunate thing.
But I find that hard to believe because I've seen a lot of footage from Friday the 13th, and there's a lot of blood around that place.
Well, I don't think the kid wanted to kill someone quite yet. That can come when he's an adult. He's just a little kid right now.
But the mom could do the killing.
That's true. Maybe they want to get his mom involved.
Well, they end up coming up with an interesting idea, though.
Yeah, they do find something that I would feel would be readily available. rock.
A giant rock, or
Yes.
not a giant. I'll say a big rock.
Yes, big rock.
And they throw it at the kids, narrowly missing them, but it's enough to scare them because, well, first off, you have a Gutt Ghost there.
Yeah, that would be scary enough, you would think, but...
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Kid Jason with his, I guess he must have some type of supernatural strength or something, right?
You would think so. I mean, he does quite a bit of damage in the movies. I would think the kid version would have enough.
Well, even the kid version drowns that girl in the first movie. Jumps up. Whoa.
This is true.
At the very end, remember?
I do, unfortunately.
And so that was the end page for the first Friday the 13th. And I loved this book. It was
it was so good.
It was cool. It was really cool. Now, the second book was my personal favorite out of the trilogy. Because this one had Abbott doing the art on one side and a different story completely.
Yes.
And then Enzo did the flip side with another. Well, it was the part 2 to part 1.
Yes, and it was a literal flip book, which, again, what a great concept that was. I don't think I've seen that in... I don't even remember
It's
last
definitely
time.
been a while since we've seen the flip book, and I do enjoy those. And I got to tell you that this one definitely brought some memories back because these they're kind of resemblance of the old ash cans from back in the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I felt like I was really getting on the ground floor or something here. I don't know what, but it was pretty good.
I loved it. Yeah.
So we'll start with the Abbott side, which is Day of the Dead Gutt Ghost.
Yes.
And if you take a look at this cover here, and that's a pretty good Gutt Ghost.
That's a really good Gutt Ghost.
Right.
And I love that Kid Jason already has his mask.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we just skipped that burlap mask.
The
really
burlap
good.
sack wasn't great, but it was effective.
Oh yeah, he still scared me. I'd run.
So this one is actually a really interesting story because this one has Kid Jason and Gutt Ghost, and they're going to a cemetery.
Yes.
Now, Kid Jason doesn't have his mask as of yet.
No.
Okay, but we'll put an overlay of this. This Kid Jason, like Abbott did a lot of upgrades to this one.
Oh, you can definitely tell the detail is definitely increasing with every one.
Like he, the head detail, the ears, like the eyes, everything about
He's got
this.
these weird little hairs.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's like
it.
it's definitely a distinctive upgrade from the first comic, which was still pretty good.
It was awesome.
So anyway, they're walking through a graveyard, and that's when a zombie pops up.
Yeah, a rotting hand, and that is definitely not what you want to pop up when you're in a graveyard. And then as he's going on, of course, he's running away because why would you not run away from that? He's scared. And yeah, Gutt Ghost, he turns back into a doll.
Right, so I guess that's this Gutt Ghost is, I mean, I use the term loosely, but power. I guess he can turn into the doll form and I guess just be unnoticed as just being a toy.
Yeah, which that's convenient.
That is convenient.
Yeah.
So Jason runs away from the zombie, which is now actively chasing him, and he runs into the second floor of a shack. Now, here's the part that is a bit alarming.
A bit?
Mm-hmm.
More than a bit.
The zombie gets a ladder.
I know, it scares me. How was he that smart? Because usually I see these zombies that are like literally running into a wall. But he's like, oh, they're on the second floor. Let me get a little ladder.
It usually takes hundreds of zombies to like build up.
That's so true.
Until one can get into the window. But no, this one had some. Maybe he was a construction worker.
He's just really good with ladders.
Yeah, maybe he was a telephone repairman. I mean,
repairman.
I don't know. Maybe he had some ladder skills because he got up there.
Yeah.
And actually, this is the part where Jason actually dons the mask for the first time.
Well, yeah, because he needs it for protection.
Right, he needs it for protection. Unfortunately, the zombie bites the arm.
Yes, where the mask did not help, unfortunately.
It did
not.
But
it was a good shot.
It didn't help. And then the last page of the book here, I'll do an overlay here, but this was actually my favorite part. And this is actually why this is my favorite book. He says, I'm now a zombie and can never die, but Guts is still my friend.
Yes. What a great message. No matter what, they're friends till the end. I love it.
I was just,
Feel good story.
that thing in my chest that pumps all that black sludge through. I'm really feeling something.
Oh.
And then, of course, after that, we have this great poster right in the middle of the book.
Oh, amazing. You get to see, of course, Gutt Ghost. But again, you got Kid Jason, where he looks awesome. And he's got his mask on now. You've got the whole background. It's exciting.
And it's kind of a play off the cover. Only Enzo did the Gutt Ghost in this one.
Yes, because this is actually the transition page.
Right. It
Yes.
transitions into the next story. But you still got to flip the book over. And go ahead and do that, Trevor. There you go. Okay, so actually, I love this cover of
Yes.
this book. And then this one is Throwing Rocks at Camp Blood, Part 2. What did you think about how this one was beginning?
Well, already, this is hilarious. The look on Kid Jason's face, I don't know what I mean, it's just priceless.
Well, I'm thinking he's out on a lake, and he's in a boat.
Yeah.
Or maybe a canoe. And I'm thinking...
Of course, Gutt Ghost is with him.
Yeah, Guts is next to him, and I'm thinking, is this the one that girl got in the first movie?
I hated that part. Why did she just float away after all of that? That was random.
Yeah, after all that happens, she just gets in this boat and just...
Because that's what you do after a tragedy.
So maybe that's what happened to him, but that's why he's out there.
Skipping on? Okay, maybe that movie was kind of weird. So, could see it.
So, and actually, if you notice with this one, though, the Gutt Ghost doll doesn't actually get big and turn into Gutt Ghost.
No, he's just a still little mini kind of Gutt Ghost talking to him. Once again, how cute. I mean, he's like this.
Yeah,
big.
he actually
that.
does look really cool. He's cuter than Baby Guts. Remember that from the Gutt Ghost?
I love Baby Guts.
So, in any case, so Jason's out there and he's skipping stones on the lake.
Yes.
And he's not doing too well.
No, he's not having a whole lot of success, and he's getting pretty frustrated, actually.
And I'll say that, you know what, Gutt Ghost, he's a really good cheerleader.
He sure is. He was just kind of like, no, keep going. You can do this. You can do this. And sure enough.
Yeah, he got he threw that last stone, and he got the three. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
And then, Gutt Ghost is like, yeah, that's awesome. And then you get the awesome Jason face at the end.
Hey, that's a lot of excitement for him. I loved it. He was so excited.
I actually really like Enzo's Jason face here too, though.
It's so funny. See, that's a good little smile.
Yeah. So this was actually the end of that flip book, and I had to read this one a couple times because it was really cool.
It was very funny. And
I actually showed this one. Well, I showed all of them off to a few people, but the flip book of this one, people really seem to be attracted to that.
Well, definitely, because it's definitely a concept that you don't see. Like I said, I can't remember last time I've seen something like that. And again, there was a father-son doing it.
Yeah,
was just
that
so
was
cool.
really cool.
And again, that middle page where they were kind of doing that collab of the Switch, that's even better.
Okay, so the third book is Throwing Rocks at Camp Blood, Part 3.
Yes, and wow, this cover already is something else, isn't it?
So I'm going to just go off and say that this actually felt like a straight-up Gutt Ghost comic.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because like Enzo had his patented style in this one.
It was. That monster was something else.
Yes. So you'll see here that Kid Jason, along with Guts, they're reading some comic books.
Yep, just two friends hanging out. That's always something good.
And basically, the first couple pages shows what they're reading. And this is the Bellyacre Beast.
And what a beast he is.
Yeah, and he's like a arachnid or something. I couldn't really tell, but it's definitely terrifying.
I know, he's like a crab, spider, just terrifying nightmare. Who knows?
Well, they're having a great time reading this, and this apparently the Bellyacre Beast is one of their absolute favorites.
Which I can kind of see why.
Right, and so I guess they get inspired by reading comics, and Gutt Ghost suggests that Jason make his own comic.
Yes, and Jason thinks that this is an awesome idea.
And you know what? A lot of people get inspired that way.
Oh, definitely. I think a lot of kids do.
And I didn't know that Voorhees had any art lessons, but
here we are.
I mean, neither do I, really. So,
I swear.
So in any case, that's exactly what happens. And so what I love about the end of this book is that, go and take over for a second.
What was great about this book is he really just starts with the whole book of it all. And from start to finish, you start hearing the different kind of stuff that he puts in his book. And it's about him getting his balloon lost in a cemetery.
Right. And so the last couple pages are actually excerpts from the book that Jason's creating.
Yes. And it goes all up with, he gets to even meet King Ghost himself.
Okay, let's talk about actually the King Ghost panel for a second.
It was awesome. And I love the way he gets rid of them. I need that back.
The vacuum backpack, that's ingenious.
Oh, completely. I gotta say, that could be multi-use. I think that would be a good thing to start selling, yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, wow. And you know what? So go ahead and zoom in a little bit on the side there, Trevor. You can really see like Jason's face using that backpack. He's like, yeah.
He's excited. I mean, wouldn't you be? It's like a Ghostbuster.
And yeah, so from there, we see a guy at a sandcastle.
Yes.
I think there's a beach creature in there.
Yep, beach monster. There's a cemetery with a skeleton, which, that's pretty obvious.
And then my favorite, a scientist.
I think he's a mad scientist.
Well, either way, I mean, he's there.
Yes, because there's also a creature there, so
That's true.
Say.
That's true. The scientist, well, maybe he made the vacuum backpack.
Right, because he created the creature and he had to have a way to get it.
Okay. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. And so at the end of that, basically Gutt Ghost is like going over all of these different aspects of the comic. And Jason's like, yeah, that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see that's awesome.
He's like, mm-hmm. He's very excited, yeah?
And actually, the really cool thing about this one is that where Abbott collaborated in this one was obviously the Jason story, right? The concept of it. And then he also created the comic book itself that Jason created. He even says by Jason on it.
And I thought that was a great concept. And if you'll see, we'll do an overlay of it, but it's actually on what looks like notebook paper.
Yes. It actually looks just like he made it in the comic book.
Yes.
And what I love about it is I got Abbott's signature.
Oh, that was something so great. Yeah. It was just like a Where's Waldo of signatures. He kind of had to really look for him, and that was so much fun.
Yeah, some of them he did right on the front, and then like this one I was reading through it, and then when I got to that last page, it was like, oh, nice.
A little surprise at the end.
So I thought that was awesome that he actually included that with the third book.
Oh, definitely.
And the third book, it goes basically just like step by step with what Gutt Ghost describes in part 3.
Oh, just you literally get to see the whole story play out, and it was so much fun.
Okay, so are you ready to do the analysis and breakdown of these biscuits?
Oh, right on. Let's go.
Okay, so what did you like about these books? And it doesn't have to be 1, 2, or 3. You can go in any order you want.
And I think, I just love the art. It was really funny. A lot of the first pages really just kind of made you see what you're getting into. The ones Abbott did, even the ones Enzo did, like the one with Kid Jason. He's got the little shorts on and that.
You know what? That was actually something I wrote down too, because I liked Enzo's little Kid Jason with the. Because he just
it literally made me laugh out loud. It was so
and
funny.
then actually Abbott did a similar one in his book too, so we'll do like a side-by-side comparison.
So fun. I don't know why the face. I was like, I feel you.
Yeah, it was just really, really good.
It was really good.
Now I've also put that I love Kid Jason's resemblance.
Oh, definitely. I thought that was really cool. That he really did a dead on from the movie. You could definitely see where everything was going with everything. It was just really cute.
Yeah, it was, definitely. I also put that I like the zombie using the ladder.
Oh, that part kind of scared me.
I was like, wow, this zombie's really got it together.
Too much. Zombies supposed to be stupid and running into a wall, not using equipment.
But, sometimes zombies do things that they did when they were alive, and so maybe this guy was like a cat burglar or something.
He had to be a construction worker. He's got to be breaking the wall.
Well, I mean, he's trying to eat Jason.
This is true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you now.
And then I also put that I really like the skipping stone story with Jason and Little Gutt.
You know what? I did like that too, just because it really showed the little relationship that they had.
Right.
He was getting frustrated, and Guts is like, just it's okay, don't worry about it. Just do it again. Who cares? We're just here skipping stones.
That was the story itself. It was really short, but you felt good afterwards.
We really did.
Man, he really nailed that last one.
Yeah, and I really I did like that they got the kids back in the end. First one.
That's true.
I know you're not really supposed to do that, but hey, bullies deserve it sometimes.
They didn't get hurt, right? They didn't get hurt. They didn't get hit by the rock, but...
Say, hey, don't mess with me and my cool little friend.
Why would they be mean in the first place?
Exactly.
Okay, what did you really like about this book? Or about these books?
Oh, there was so much. So I did love that, of course, his Guts is just always cheering Jason on. That's just always nice to have a friend like that. And he was like his own little personal cheerleader through like each and every book. And they were just always together no matter what. And I thought that was great.
I really liked that it took place at camp.
Oh, that was a good concept, yeah.
That it was all within the camp. And with that being said, the detail of the background, Abbott's, like, he would put, for example, tents.
Yes.
You could see tents in the background. There were, like, little housing units and stuff.
Oh, there was all different little, you could see trees and just everything that was going on. It was
birds
really cool
in
to
the
see.
tree.
Yes.
So that's what I really like, because I was, was blown away by, not only he was able to put the story together, but then also the art, too.
Definitely.
And the detail work was great.
Yes. I also really like the fact that Guts turned back into a doll. I thought that's so convenient. I wish I could do that sometimes.
It would be inconvenient at other times, though.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Because if you just get scared, you don't even have an opportunity to run your poof into a doll.
You're just laying on a sidewalk somewhere.
And it may not be Kid Jason that picks you up.
Or it might be the later version of him.
Well, he did let Muffin live, so...
Oh, I'm so happy. I was so worried about Muffin the whole time. You know what, though? I also really liked Bellyacre Beast.
The Bellyacre Beast.
He was so creepy, but like in a good
Yes.
way. He was those teeth and just the creepy leg. I think I want to know
that was
more about him.
That was definitely 100% Enzo there.
Yeah, that was a cool concept.
That's what I really like about his style and his artwork and his just the creativeness and then you know what, when it needs to be creepy, it's creepy, and when it needs to be gross, it's gross. And yeah, great job, dude. I really liked it.
We loved it.
I put that I really liked the vacuum backpack ghost catcher.
Oh, that was really good. I did like that a lot. Yeah.
Because he captured just not a regular ghost. It was the king ghost.
So that's like a super vacuum. So I'm thinking, what could I do for the carpet?
We do have a lot of spirits down there.
No.
I also put that I really like the random scientist.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know that he might be a mad scientist.
You love him even more.
Possibly, yeah, because I was just like, why is the scientist there? But then I thought, oh, he's there observing.
No.
But, I mean, maybe he's observing his own work, though.
He is.
I also put, I really like Jason's little book inside the part 3.
Oh, I did. I actually loved that part. That was definitely one of the things that I loved, because I just thought that was such a good touch to it. Because again, you got like an extra bonus for the book. You kind of got to see the story that they were talking about, so it was like a comic within a comic, and I just thought it was great.
It was like that, that little extra thing that, well, this is a throwback, but when you buy like a He-Man figure back in the day, it had like a little mini comic in the back.
Oh yeah.
And it would be about that character. It'd be like, 2 or 3 pages.
Yes.
That kind of reminded me of that a little bit. I was like, wow, this is cool. I liked it. And then, well, you know what? I love the centerfold in part 1.
Oh, that was such a good one. You know what, though? I think the thing I loved the most was the Gutt Ghost doll itself. I kind of want one. He's just so cute, and I just feel like
that's going to be a slippery slope, though, because I already want the Stabbity Bunny, and that's available right now.
Oh, I forgot about Stabbity Bunny. I feel like I need a little buddy or something to sit with.
Yeah, so if Gutt Ghost comes out, we're going to have to get the pair.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not?
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1 at that point. Yeah. Yeah, and I also love the fact that Jason and Guts, they were just friends no matter what. I mean, talk about best friends to the end. And he was just so supportive of him. And I think that is so great to not only have, but to really show in books, because everyone needs that.
Yeah, they were good friends. Like, friends that, like, Gutt Ghost was always, like, his, kind of like his Mickey, but also, like, his supporter and, like, his protector, too, in a way.
Oh, definitely, because, hey, he got big when he needed to, but better stop.
I actually put that I loved that this was a father and son collaboration.
Definitely. I thought that was the best part of everything, because it's so hard to really bond with your kids about stuff that you like yourself. And the fact that he's bringing, like, the younger generation to comics, that's already great in its own. But the fact that they do something, and a tradition for every Friday the 13th, which I love Friday the 13th. So the fact that they don't turn into something bad, I think that's really great.
It's a great tradition, and, well, they're doing one today.
Yep.
And so I'm really looking forward to seeing that one, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so I put that I love Abbott's take on Gutt Ghost here. Do the overlay. How good was that?
It was so good. He did such good detail on everything. I was just so amazed by that.
Like the guts, the pose. This was quality.
It. Yeah, he nailed it.
This was good. And then lastly, I put that I love the Bellyacre Beast's true form. We'll do an overlay here.
Yes.
Trevor. This thing was kind of scary.
Oh, he was. The first time I saw him, I'm like, oh, I do not. If that came across, just burn the house down. just burn it all down. I'm sorry.
That thing was creepy.
Oh, it was terrifying. But yeah, I definitely, again, loved it. The detail in his teeth, like the legs, everything about it was just, it was awesome.
So overall, this was an out of the park.
Oh, it was so much fun to read. Again, a great little story, though. A great little concept of friends staying together and just always supporting each other. And I really like that.
That is good, too, because, there's a lot of fighting that goes on. And
there's so much negativity in the world, and you got to have your friends.
That's the good thing about the indie group is they're like really cool people, and from all types of people and all walks of life. And the stories are original, and they're passionate about what they do.
Oh, and it's usually something based on not necessarily their life, but maybe experiences, just things, maybe from like a kid when they were, young, thinking about stuff to now, or life experiences. I think it's so much fun to read.
Well, take for example Ninja Nico.
Yes.
That's on our short list to review. Like, I can't wait to dive into that.
Again, just taking things from your own life and then taking a really cool twist on it.
And talk about a positive guy. Wow.
So much fun to talk to. I just felt so motivated after that.
So all in all, this was awesome, and I really appreciate Abbott and Enzo for putting these together.
Oh, definitely. Great read. Again, really a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you guys.
Just can't wait for you to keep pushing more stuff out.
Thanks for allowing me to review your work. That was awesome. I really do appreciate that. Because, I always like to ask the creator if it's okay.
Oh, right. Because we don't want to do something that the creator wouldn't want.
Right. And I'm definitely looking forward to diving into that Gutt Ghost book that we got.
Oh, yes. It's going to be definitely.
I haven't read it yet. I've just been flipping through it. And already it's pretty crazy. So
yeah, we'll definitely be reviewing that one.
And so, do you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, I'm just super excited, and it was a great read, and I just can't wait for more stuff for Abbott and Enzo to do.
And if you're interested in grabbing Enzo's work, I'm going to have it all in the description down below. And then also you can go to, I believe, scoutcomics.com. I'll put all that down below for you. So make sure you go there and you pick up your Gutt Ghost. Tell them Joshua Man sent you. And actually, Scout Comics has a lot of really good stuff.
Oh, so much. Yeah, and when you pick up those comics and read them, make sure you comment. Let us know how you thought about them.
Oh, right. Yeah, and you should definitely pick up Gutt Ghost because this character is just amazing.
So awesome. One of a kind.
All right, Syndicate members, that's all we have for you this time on this Friday the 13th. Between the known and the unknown lies the mammoth. I'll see you next time.